Let's continue this conversation by bringing in Charles Marino. He's the former Department of Homeland Security advisor, former Secret Service agent, and CEO of Sentinel Security Solutions. Charles, thanks for being with us. There's obviously, per Jorge's reporting there's this cadre of Republican governors meeting today in Eagle Pass to defend the buoys and also Operation Lone Star. Border states are obviously not getting much help from the White House, but immigration is supposed to be under federal jurisdiction. Are they doing the right thing by addressing the border crisis on a state level?
Yeah, it's a great question. Look, I think the Biden administration is trying to have it all ways here. You alluded to the fact that it's a federal responsibility to secure the border and enforce the immigration laws of this country. And now the Biden administration, since abandoning those responsibilities, is choosing to critique the way states have stepped up to fill that void to protect their own states and their own citizens. If you talk to governors, governors do not want to be involved in the business of border security and immigration enforcement. They just don't. They don't budget for it. They don't have enough manpower for it on the law enforcement side. And they're really relying on the administration to do the right thing here. And you're starting to see other governors coming down to support Governor Abbott and others because they know soon they're going to have to deal with this. Yeah,
you're saying you can't have it, that the White House can't have it always by abandoning their responsibilities and then criticizing the way that these individual states are choosing to do it themselves. But let me ask you this. What does a border delegation and press conference like today's actually do, though? Because we know what will be said. We could write that already, what we'll hear from Governor Abbott later on today. We've known these governors have supported him and his border initiatives. So does today just amount to a photo op or more than that?
I think it's this continuous attempt to keep the pressure on the administration to finally step up and do what they're mandated to do here. Like I said, we're seeing right now sanctuary cities be impacted the most, which we knew was going to occur, that the migration was going to take place to those sanctuary cities for the protections that they offer migrants. But make no mistake, that migration is going to continue throughout the United States. And I think if we look at the sanctuary cities, they have all but been abandoned by this administration, minus several hundreds of millions of dollars being thrown their way. But as far as solving the actual problem of what to do with all these people, we see cities struggling because there's no federal support.
Yeah, and let me ask you about the auctioning off of these excess materials. President Biden, as you know, is facing criticism for auctioning off all of those materials used in the construction of the border wall. Republicans saying this is an attempt to block any future expansion of the wall, something President Biden promised on his first day in office. But the government says they are just following protocols. In your mind and eyes, what's really going on there?
Well, again, another thing that they're doing in secret here that had to be uncovered by investigative journalism. I don't think they would have openly shared that they were selling off portions of the border wall if they weren't caught doing so. So I think very clearly it shows us that they don't believe in a layered approach to secure the border, physical barriers, technology, and manpower that are actually allowed to do their jobs. And the other thing it answers is whether or not this whole border crisis was undertaken because of incompetence or on purpose. And I think we have to go with the side of it's been on purpose. We're dealing with very smart people here in the administration. And Ali Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security, who I've known forever, is a smart guy. He knows this is not the right way to protect the homeland. And so this is, I think, on purpose. I think they put politics over our national security very clearly.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.